Flavia Murdoch, and I am the Public Relations Chair for Minnesotans for Personal Responsibility. That's MER, Minnesotans for Personal Responsibility. And you are so welcome to this important presentation of the Golden Bush Award to honor our governor, Timothy James.
Is just one heck of a time to be in the foreclosure business. We used to be in the mortgage industry, but you gotta go where the money is, and right now, it's foreclosure. This is the time to capitalize on other people's misery and buy foreclosed homes for a pittance, sell them later for a profit. Thank you, Governor Pawlenty, for your veto of the bill that would have helped Minnesota families with their mortgages. It is not government's role to assist families. It is the government's role to help business. Yes. Wall Street, banks, mortgage companies, corporations, not families. Bankers have tried to help people renegotiate loans and climb the economic ladder. Let's have a hand for the generosity of the bankers that are making irresponsible people pay for their own problems. Yeah. If you're careless and have a fire or a car accident, you should pay for the fireman or policeman who responds to your personal problem. Yeah. Everyone should pay for the services they use. We shouldn't be paying taxes for the whole community. No. Right on Coon Rapids. The Constitution talks about promoting the general welfare, but that is so 18th century, when people had to get together for barn raisings and such. The new Minnesota, Pawlenty's Minnesota, is a leaner...
His pro-business, pro-corporate, and pro-war stance is appreciated by the weapons industry. The Iraq and Afghanistan wars, why they have caused millions of deaths and, hundreds of thousands wounded in the destruction of countries, has been a boon to the weapons industry. Woo! Don't you just love the sound of a 120 millimeter armor-piercing shell hitting an enemy target and vaporizing all that uranium? Whoa, I'm proud to say we are a major producer of cluster bombs and uranium core bullets and shells. It's dollars in my pocket every time.
That balancing the budget through spending cuts takes dollars out of Minnesota's economy and causes pain to our neighbors. Well, Minnesotans for Personal Responsibility are here to tell you that Pawlenty's balancing the budget by cutting public employees, especially in health and human services, makes a lot of sense. Just think, if we all took responsibility for educating our own children, fixing our own roads and fixing our own potholes, and putting out our own fires, that would be so wonderful. Yeah. Besides, he's not just cutting services. Governor Pawlenty's budget proposes cutting the corporate income tax even more. Everybody who owns a corporation will benefit.
Reason for that.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, my plebeian friends. My name is Bill Yennair, the Profiteer McGuire, former CEO of Minnesota's largest corporation, the HMO called United Hold-Up Group. United Wealth Group. United Health Group. You know the HMO? Well, in the boardroom we refer to HMO as hand the money over. Yeah. Whose CEOs, and this sounds a lot like the banks, because we operate a lot like banks, engage in stock option fraud to the tune of $1.6 billion with a B dollars. Yeah, bring it all on in, Minnesotans. While denying health insurance to 500,000, 500,000 that is, Minnesotans, including 85,000 children. Bah humbug. In fact, yes, I am on record as the highest paid CEO in the history of the state of Minnesota. Yes, thank you. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. And our front group, Medica, which we operate, who are similarly occupied in reaping billions of Minnesotans' premiums while ruthlessly denying health insurance or medical services to Minnesotans with cancer, diabetes, and other chronic degenerative diseases whose suffering and misery robs them. Governor Pawlenty into the health insurance Hall of Shame, Hall of Fame, for all you have done for us. So thank you.
Healthcare in this state. Do you realize that over 50% of people who declare bankruptcy do it to avoid paying their medical bills? Don't those deadbeats know that health insurance is available to all Americans? They just have to pay for it. Until we stop access to health care through those taxpayer-supported socialist organizations like county hospitals and Minnesota Care, those deadbeats won't realize they can't get something for nothing. And it encourages dependence on addictions, like prescription drugs, and all those visits to clinics for chemotherapy or dialysis.
That's right.
Let each person be responsible for their
Education
own
chair of NPR. Here to thank our governor for all he has done to emphasize personal responsibility. For years, the state has assumed the fiscal and physical responsibility for education. But in today's economy, it is essential for others to step up to the plate. Education is not a matter of life and death like tornado relief. It's a luxury. And there are other sources of funds, bake sales and car washes. And what about the churches with their overflowing collection plates, Cadillac-filled parking lots, and clergy with six-figure incomes? Classes can be held in church basements, a warm, dry basement. The children of Gaza would be thrilled with such a space.
Yes.
But this is all chicky-fee. Corporate globalization is the mantra of today and demands a reevaluation of education. If the U.S. is to remain #1 in the world market, labor costs must be relative to profit. The U.S. cannot be competitive with worldwide unity in labor costs. This is true diversity. U.S. wages simply cannot exceed those that must be looked at as a tool to be shaped by corporate needs. A new world lies ahead. We need a firm hand to guide us. And what better hand could there possibly be than that of our great governor, our Minnesota marvel.
Close the schools, but make more rules for welfare families. Don't tax wealth, just pray for good health. Enjoy your poverty. Yes, we've got plenty of nuttin, and plenty's the reason for that. Yeah.